of the Imitation of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. Book 3 of Interior Consolation. Chapter 12 of Earning Patience and of Wrestling against Carnal Desires. O Lord God, patience, as I see, is very necessary for me, for this life is exposed to many contradictions. For whatever plan I shall have formed for my peace, my life cannot be without war and sorrow. So it is, my son, yet I would not have thee seek for such a peace as is without temptations, or to meet with no contradictions, but even then to think that thou hast found peace, when thou shalt be exercised with divers tribulations, and tried in many adversities. If thou shalt say that thou canst not suffer much, how, then, wilt thou endure the fire of purgatory? Of two evils we ought always to choose the lesser. That thou mayest therefore escape eternal punishments to come, try to endure present evils with patience for the sake of God. Dost thou think the men of this world suffer little or nothing? Thou wilt not find it so, though thou shouldest seek out the most pampered. But thou sayest, they have many delights, and follow their own wills, and therefore make small account of their tribulations. Be it so, that they have all they desire. How long dost thou think that this will last? Behold, they who abound in this world shall vanish away as smoke, and there shall be no remembrance of past joys. Nay, even whilst they are living, they rest not in them without bitterness, irksomeness, and fear. For the same thing in which they conceive delight often brings upon them in return a punishment of sorrow. It is but just that they who inordinately seek and follow after pleasures should not satisfy them to the full without confusion and bitterness. Oh, how short, how deceitful, how inordinate and base are all these pleasures! Yet through sottishness and blindness men understand this not, but, like dumb beasts, for a small pleasure in this corruptible life, they run upon the death of the soul. Thou, therefore, my son, go not after thy lusts, and turn away from thine own will. Delight in the Lord, and he will give thee thy heart's desire. For if thou wishest to have true delights, and to receive more abundant consolation from me, behold, in the contempt of all worldly things, and in the cutting off of all low pleasures, shalt thou be blessed, and abundant consolation be restored to thee. And the more thou withdrawest thyself from all solace in things created, the sweeter and the stronger consolations wilt thou find in me. But at first thou shalt not attain to these without some sorrow and labor of conflict. Inbred habit will stand in the way, but by a better habit it shall be overcome. The flesh will murmur, but by the fervor of the Spirit it shall be reined in. The old serpent will tempt thee and harass thee, but by prayer he shall be put to flight. Moreover, by useful labor, a main approach of his will be blocked up. And that concludes Chapter 12 of Book 3 of the Imitation of Christ.